In this lesson, we will start out by learning what proportion is and learn certain drawing techniques you can practice to help achieve correct proportion in your sketch. Proportion is the principle of art that refers to relative size, amount, and location of objects in a composition. Proportion is largely about the relationship of the size of one element or object when compared to another. When drawing or painting realistically, proportion is very important. So what does this actually mean? It's just being aware that some objects, when you draw, are larger and some objects are smaller and are in different places. So, sketching is not just about practicing how to draw, but also learning how to closely observe and compare everything that you see. To give you an example, this is a painting by Andrew Wyeth called Christina's World. In this work, the largest object is the girl sitting on the grass. In reality, a person is much smaller than a house, but the placement of the girl, because she is much closer to us and the houses are very far away, makes her proportion much larger. One of the two techniques that we're going to practice is the compare technique. To do this, before you start sketching, you want to find a measurement and use that measurement to compare to other objects. For example, I will use the measurement of the top part of the left bottle to compare to other parts of the still life. The second technique that we are going to practice is the align technique. This technique has you imagine a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line that goes through the entire still life. This helps you to see how things line up, understand the height and width of the objects, and where they are placed. For example, I will imagine a line that goes horizontal at the top of the bowl, and you can see that it is almost even with the top part of the wide section of the vase. Before you start sketching, really look at the still life and be aware of the objects, where they are, and size differences. In my still life, you can clearly see that the vase with the plant is roughly 3 times taller than the cups. One reason I know this is because I start out by measuring the height of the vase with my pencil, and I use that measurement to compare to other parts of the still life. Another method that you should practice while sketching is the align technique. You want to visualize a horizontal or vertical line to show where the objects line up. In my sketch, I am doing this to find out how tall the cup should be compared to the vase. As I sketch, I continue to use these two techniques to make sure the proportions are correct and everything is lined up how it should be. Again, here I am using the align technique to make sure I know how far the leaves come out over the cup.